Hi, I'm Rami Atassi, and this is Guitar Tactics. So in this lesson, we're going to look at how to play a blues turnaround. And we're going to start with a basic blues bass line, like a stock bass line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play 3-note chords built on top of that bass line. And then together, what we should do is be able to create some nice turnaround movement. One thing I want to point out about turnarounds is that, there's a lot of different variations on them. And if you're thinking about things from like a music theory perspective, it can be kind of tough to keep track of what's going on in a turnaround because sometimes we're playing, weird chords, sometimes chords on every beat. So I like to approach turnarounds more from like a hearing perspective. To start with a bass line, and then to build notes on top of that bass line, and to sort of hear them move almost like counterpoint, like Bach or something. But I mean, when I'm playing, probably not as classy as Bach. But let me show you what I'm getting at here. Here's the bass line we're going to work with. All right, and now let me play the chords that I've provided for you here. Okay, so what I'm doing here as I'm building these chords, at least how I'm thinking about it, is, in my head, the bass line is going the whole time, and then the top notes of the chords there's a melody there that's happening too. You can hear it. Here's the first one. So it's like an octave, like a low G and a high G. And then the next chord, right? And then so while the bass goes, the top note, the treble note goes. And what you really get with the turnaround is this counterpoint movement, And some of the sort of cool, slinky counterpoint sound just comes from the fact that we have some chromatic motion in the bass, and then also up top we have some sort of unusual, kind of unique top notes here in the fourth chord, right? Our top note. Let me show you. We're in G, so in G major, there's a major third, which is B. But this top note here is a B flat. Moves up and resolves to that B. So the top note. And so, again, you could approach this turnaround by saying, all right, well, what are all the chords? Let me learn them. And I encourage you to do that because I've done that, and it's a worthwhile investment of time. But the first thing that you want to do is you want to be able to hear a turnaround concept as like a contrapuntal movement, 2 independent lines, a bass line and a treble. And then, in the middle there, of course, we have some more notes, and you can explore them in the shapes that I've provided. So, if you have any questions, as always, just feel free to leave me a note in the comments. Voice leading and turnarounds, it's pretty complicated and deep stuff. So, we could do lots of lessons on those if folks were interested. But this is a good place to start in terms of just hearing turnarounds as independent lines going on at once, creating the chords of the moment. So thanks so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, leave a comment, and good luck with your practicing.